The Indian PM is visiting Nepal's famous temples and showcasing the India-Nepal cultural relationship. Here's how.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Nepal is expected to enhance cultural and religious ties between the two countries. This is crucial at a time when both the countries are emphasizing the development of religious tourism through Ramayan and Buddha circuit. In Janakpur, the Indian Prime Minister, along with Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, jointly inaugurate a bus service. This bus connects Janakpur in Nepal with Ayodhya in India. Both these cities hold a special significance for Hindus. Janakpur is the birthplace of goddess Sita, the wife of Lord Rama, while Ayodhya is the birthplace of Lord Rama. The bus to Ayodhya from Janakpur and vice versa will be Prime Minister Modi's gift to Nepal. Prime Minister Modi will also visit the famous Pashupatinath temple dedicated to Lord Shiva in Kathmandu.
Standing at the historic Pashupatinath temple in the heart of the capital city of Nepal, Kathmandu, the Indian Prime Minister is all set to visit this temple. This temple is not only historic but ancient. A legend has it that this temple was constructed in 3rd century BC. And this is not the first visit of the Indian Prime Minister. He also visited the temple in the year 2014, his first visit to Nepal.
Well, it will be great for Nepalese people as well. And we believe actually we have a good connection with India and Nepal.
Definitely it's a good opportunity for both of us, I mean India and Nepal. And I'm sure he will be very happy to visit Pashupatinath, and he will also be very blessed from our Pashupatinath.
On May 12, Prime Minister Modi will travel to Muktinath. Nepali authorities have already banned trekking and flights along the popular Thorongla Pass to tighten security ahead of Modi's arrival. The Indian Prime Minister's visit to these religious sites could help promote religious tourism in Nepal, a country with a large Hindu population which hosts millions of Indian tourists every year.
Faith diplomacy will be the focus as the Indian Prime Minister begins his third and historic visit to Nepal. Clearly, the Indian Prime Minister is leveraging diplomacy with faith. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, this is Siddhant Sibal for WION in Kathmandu, Nepal.
And we are also joined in by Siddhant Sibal live from Kathmandu. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant. Siddhant, let's talk about the trust deficit. And PM Modi has the challenge of bridging this trust deficit, which of course was caused due to the undeclared blockade that was imposed by India on Nepal in 2016, which also blocked the fuel supplies to Nepal. Let's talk about this major challenge that PM Modi has.
Well, very true. It's a major challenge for the Indian Prime Minister. The blockade is still very fresh in the mind of the common people here, common people in Nepal. And this visit's main focus will be try to re-engage and build that confidence not only at the government level but with the common man of Nepal. Right now, what will happen in Janakpur when he addresses the people of Nepal, that can be one thing to build that trust deficit, because people have started thinking India in a negative manner, especially after that blockage, and it was actually trending on Twitter also to a certain extent before the visit. So clearly, this visit is all about clearing the past misunderstandings. We had an exclusive conversation with the Foreign Minister of Nepal, and we asked this question, has the Nepali side in a sense forgotten about it, or now have moved forward? They said, let past be past, is better we move in a forward direction in a future where there will be no misunderstandings. And that is why this visit is really important, because this visit will not only showcase that India and Nepal are close, but it is a visit that will help bridging that big trust gap, this big trust deficit which emerged between India and Nepal. And this trust gap was in a sense cashed on by the Chinese, because Chinese started helping Nepal. They even helped during the blockade, and China has been promising and delivering honest promises, unlike India. That is why India also has another not so positive image. So that is what India has to work on, and that is why this visit is important, to build trust not only with the government of Nepal but with the common man of Nepal, who has been thinking of India now in a negative manner. A lot of people in Nepal think of China in a positive manner, and there is a mixed image of India because primarily of that blockade. India is considered as a country who has been hegemonic and imposing its own policy in the internal affairs of Nepal. We had a lot of conversation with experts here, with journalists here. A Madhesi journalist said that Madhes was an internal issue of Nepal because remember, India was not welcoming the constitution of Nepal. That's the another C in the India-Nepal relationship. Cooperation, culture, connectivity and constitution, which of course now has been resolved primarily because India has moved forward. India has accepted the constitution. Initially India wasn't accepting the constitution. When the question was asked from the foreign ministry of India, India replied that we have noted the development, which of course the Nepalese side didn't like. So that India has to move forward. India has to work on that, because if India doesn't work, it might lose its long-term ally. In South Asia, Nepal is the most important bilateral relationship India has. It has been acting as a buffer state between China, increasingly hegemonic China and India. So India is developing and hoping that this visit will help in connectivity, cooperation and of course culture and faith diplomacy at its best. You can see on your screens.
Right.